just started to feel like I'm being taken advantage of, and I want to just do my own thing.
When you say taken advantage of, what do you mean? In which way?
Because when I write, this is not just like the realities of real life kicking in, but also the traumas that I've gone through, like in my life.
If there's two songs playing and you didn't fade the other one down and he pulls it down for you.
I don't do
that.
I'm just oh God. Oh my God, no.
Hey, you take your craft serious, yo. I can't believe you went there. It's contagious, you know. Every time somebody goes like that, you just have to
join, like you can't.
Yeah, it's like. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm chilling out with Artist LEBO, the craziest.
But he led his people astray. He was not a good leader. He was not.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is MDK, your boy, Mr. I Woke Up Like This. I'm right here finding the signal with the amazing, the gorgeous, the beautiful Artist LEBO. You know what? One day I'm going to have that sound going. I need to work on that.
Yeah, get the sound effects in.
How you doing, Lebza?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. Hey, I've been stalking you, né?
I'm so happy that I've actually made it. Yeah, because I was thinking, oh man, when am I going to London? And then when this date was confirmed, I was like, oh, I need to let him know.
Yeah.
Then I kept forgetting to let you know, but then thankfully you got in touch and I was like, yes.
Yeah. Now somebody told me, Jorge, when I started this podcast, I'm gonna have to be persistent. It has to be my job. So I have to be a good stalker.
Yeah.
Ego out of the way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
Now, welcome, man. I'm going to do the boring question of asking Jorge, who is Artist LEBO, who is LEBO. I don't like to introduce people. I like people to introduce themselves to the masses. So if you were to introduce Artist LEBO, how would you introduce Artist LEBO?
Where do I start? I'm a vocalist and a DJ. I live up north in Manchester. I'm originally from Vaal in South Africa. Vereniging to be exact.
Oh,
well, Swakeng, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I love music. I love all music. Literally, my sound is very eclectic. But as an artist, I really enjoy making house music, like your deep tech, your Afro techs, your soulful house, deep house, Afro house. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now I know you as an artist, as Motopelang, as a singer. Because I remember the first time I met you, I could be wrong, but I think it was at Monate. Monate in Chelsea. Yeah. Because I was DJing there and you were singing. At that time, you were not DJing, were you?
No.
So what inspired you to say, man, I want to get on the decks. Then I want to do this thing.
It's the feeling that music gave me when I was listening to it.
Yeah.
At that time, it was tribal house.
Yes.
And ancestral house. And I was like, I would love to curate the music myself.
Yeah.
And hear it super loud. Louder than I can hear it in my headphones, louder than I can play it in my house. And I was like, why don't I try DJing?
Yeah.
And then in 2015, DJ Toots from Manchester started teaching me how to DJ.
Yeah.
And look, he started me from the bottom, before I even touched the decks.
Yeah.
I was literally having to learn the cables. I was having to learn where each cable goes. I was having to learn proper technical stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was about 2 sessions where he was showing me the technical stuff, and I was just impatient. I was like, I just want to DJ. Just show me how to DJ.
Yeah.
But now.
So he started you with the basics.
The proper basics.
But then who approached who? What made him teach you, or what made you go to him and say, can I learn? Or did he say to you, listen, I think you can do this. Let me teach you. So how did that come about?
I approached him.
Yeah.
I don't really remember the details. It was a long time ago, but I approached him.
Yeah.
Because because I was just curious to see if I could do it, because the thing is as well, I used to like go to black coffee gigs. Like, this is back when black coffee wasn't black coffee that we know now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's when I had just got into house, you know, and when I would listen to different DJs playing, there was something about the way that black coffee played that just captured my entire spirit. Like, my soul was there.
Yeah.
Like, it felt to me like he was creating new music while playing.
Yes.
Even though he was playing songs that are already, you know, songs that are already completed. And I just felt like, I was like, yo, the way that this guy plays, I was like, I feel like DJing is a skill that anybody can learn.
Yeah.
But there is a difference between a skilled DJ and a DJ who is both skilled and extremely talented. And I felt like he had both. I felt like he had both. He had the talent and the skill, because he's like highly skilled. That's why, like, my favorite DJs are DJs who are highly skilled. Like, for me, it's not about who plays the most popular songs and how they've got the crowd absolutely jumping. It's the story that they tell in the music that they play, the way that they play it. You know, because I listen to music in that way where it has to move me. You know?
Yeah.
So because of that, I was like, I want to do this. So I was like, Toots, can you please teach me? Because I had been making music with Toots.
Yeah.
And he had like everything. He had all the equipment. So I was like, can you teach me?
So when you say making music, was he your producer? Was he okay? So he was making the beats for you.
Yeah, he was making beats for me. We'd be in studio just working. We'd start from scratch on some beats, or he'd let me listen to like everything that he has, and then I would select what I want. I don't think we ever released anything though. I think we just worked and we never released. And he still has those projects to this day, actually.
I suppose maybe he was still cooking, or he was still cooking at that time. You guys were still maturing in a way.
Well, I was definitely, because I really got into house music when I went to South Africa during the World Cup in 2010.
Yeah.
And what made me fall in love with house was seeing how South Africans consume music. You know, like seeing how they react to it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know what it's like in South Africa, whether you're in the shop in ShopRite, or whether you're in a clothes shop, or whether you're at the bank, or whether anywhere, or at the petrol station, anywhere, as long as there's music playing, people will be feeling it. Like, people are not stiff, you know. And then as well, of course, I'm from the township. You see in the township children just dancing, you know, like things like that. You know, it's just the energy and just how everybody in South Africa is made me fall completely in love with house. And I was like,
I want to do that.
I want to put my vocals on this, you know, like, because I was doing, at that time, I was like, I wasn't actually making music, but I knew that I wanted to make music, and I used to write music. I never recorded anything, and everything that I wrote was R&B, pop kind of stuff.
Okay.
But with house, I was like, I definitely wanna make house.
Some vocals,
So when I got back to the UK, I contacted my friend Ste from Coventry.
Okay.
And I was like, do you know any producers? Hook me up with producers. And he introduced me to Toots. And from there, that's where my journey started.
Okay. Now, for me, obviously, I know who's Artist LEBO. I've been with you in the industry and up and down. Let's take it for somebody who's just watching this for the first time and they want to know, where did LEBO grow up and how did LEBO grow up?
Yeah, so I grew up firstly in Sebokeng.
Yeah.
In Val. It was a good childhood. I went to a good school. My mom was a nurse. Well, she's still a nurse.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, let's do the you were behaving at that time.
A bit of both, I think. But I think I was a good kid.
Yeah.
But of course, I had my little stoutness, but I wasn't too bad.
Academically, were you focused?
Yes, academically I was focused, but I was very talkative in school. I was, you know, like, these are the things that they used to complain to my parents about all the time. Like, oh, she's smart, but she's very talkative.
Creative.
Like, exactly. We get bored, right? We get bored, like, just sitting there. So, yeah, things like that. And I used to be involved with a lot of anything that was to do with the arts in school. I was always involved.
Okay.
Whether it's, like, fine arts like painting and stuff, or whether it's music or dance or fashion, anything that's to do with the arts, I was always involved.
Did you have any favorite subject at school? The one that you were killing, like let's say maths. How was you with maths?
Oh no, I hated maths.
What about physics?
Mm-mm.
None of those.
No.
So which your teachers are probably gonna watch this and think. Mm-hmm. So which subject was your favorite at school?
If we're going for, sorry,
Obviously not primary. We're going like high
like
school.
high school.
Yeah.
High school, my favorite. Well, the subjects that I picked were art,
Yeah.
graphic design, and resistant materials, which is like engineering.
Okay.
I picked resistant materials because I was like, okay, I could perhaps go into engineering. Maybe I picked graphic design because I like art. I like drawing. I like painting, and of course I did art because I liked doing art.
Yes.
So, but in terms of like the basic subjects, my favorite was English because I like writing. I like creative writing.
Oh, hence obviously it's natural for you to write
Yeah.
songs. And I was gonna ask you, do you write your own music?
Yeah,
All of them.
all of it.
Do you like to collaborate sometimes?
I do. I love to collaborate because I've had, for example, my boyfriend right now. He's a songwriter,
Okay.
and he's the first person whose songs I've sang, and I've liked that experience because it's taken me out of my like normal,
Usual.
like my usual. Yeah, because you develop a signature,
Yes.
and then everything kind of starts to sound a little bit like similar. Everybody like. The certain ad libs that I always do,
Yeah.
like things, just little things like that.
Because you end up repeating yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to have that experience where someone else wrote a song and I sang that song, I was like, oh, this is cool. It's the track that I did with Candyman.
Okay.
I actually wrote the first verse because Candyman was like, let's at the beginning of the song feels like it needs something. So I added that, but the rest of the song was written by my boyfriend.
What's the name of the song?
Unfold.
Unfold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfold. There's
So-
Afrotech.
Do you so you find it easier if somebody write a song for you, or is it a particular person that you have to work with for a long time? So
No, I find it easier when I write my own
your own songs.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've never actually tried to write a song. And what's your process? Like, what's your writing process? If Lebo was to write a song, do you start with a melody? Does it come in your dream? Do you get inspired by an advert? Do you
Like
start in
all
the
of
shower?
All of those actually.
Okay.
The process has changed though now for me.
Mhm.
Before I used to listen to the beat, just listen to it, like just marinate on the beat and
Yeah.
get to know it, and then the melody would come, and
Mhm.
once the melody has come, I would then add words to it.
Yeah.
But now I find that I freestyle. I
Okay.
freestyle the songs. I
Freestyle as you're writing down when you're chilling?
I just freestyle on the mic and record the song.
Oh, so you go straight in?
Yeah, go straight in.
Wow.
And I've found that those have been the best songs I've written. So I'm looking forward to them coming out. None of them have been out yet because we're still working on them. They're still mixing to be done.
Okay.
But yeah, the freestyle songs have been like, I've shocked myself.
Is it?
So now that's what I do. Like,
That's quite an elevation, though, to start from writing. Now you're at a
Right?
point where you can just freestyle. That's when you know you're comfortable.
yeah, like I guess. But the thing about the freestyling is it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't come all the time. Sometimes I try it.
Oh, and then it doesn't work.
It's a flop, complete flop. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I hate that. I hate that song.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do it and I'm just like, wow. And then I think to myself, how did I think of these words?
Yeah.
And how did I manage to make them rhyme?
Yeah.
And things like that. And it's shocking to me. But I'm looking forward to actually releasing those songs.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll freestyle, sing the song, blah, 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 blah.
Mm.
Then once I've done that, if I like it, I learn it. And then I write down. The thing is, then when I go to the studio properly,
It becomes easier to record. Yeah.
then I record the song like properly
Okay.
after that.
Wow, that's quite interesting. Like the whole thing about the writing process.
Mm.
I salute that. So, but then when it comes to DJing and music, where do you find the challenge? Where's the challenge there? Do you find they're similar, or the other one is more difficult than the other one? So writing songs and DJing.
I don't know if I would say that they are. I don't know.
Yeah.
I quite like it when I'm not too busy DJing wise, because I found that when I'm too busy DJing wise, like if it's like weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend,
Yeah.
it exhausts me so much that my creativity drops.
Okay.
So when I go to the studio, I'm like,
You're empty.
I don't have anything in me. I have no energy.
And in terms of music writing, who inspires you? Who do you look up to?
Msaki.
Msaki.
Yeah, oh my God. I think she is one of the best songwriters of our generation.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
She's incredible.
Like how she thinks of the words she thinks of, how she puts them together, and the meanings that they have is just incredible to me.
Even her latest album, I've listened to her latest album. It's amazing.
She's just incredible.
She touches the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy. What about DJing wise? Actually, no, I'm not gonna ask you that one because I know who it is. It's gotta be David Black. So Black Coffee.
I have a few, but yeah.
No, but I know it's Black Coffee and LeSoul. Don't ask me how I know, but I did my research. My team told me. Okay, let's say you were to go somewhere and there's two doors. In this door on the right, there's Black Coffee. You get to do back to back. On the left, it's DJ LeSoul. You get to do back to back. Which door do you take?
Black Coffee.
Black Coffee, ne?
Yeah, just because. See, as I was thinking of my choice, I was thinking, okay, and then when I get in there, I'm gonna ask, can we do a collaboration? You know what I mean? So in that instance, I thought, which collaboration would go further, music-wise? And I thought the Black Coffee one because he's got more eyes on him. Yeah. Right? So that's why I chose Black Coffee.
Nah, that's a good choice. You know what? I haven't met Black Coffee, no? Intentionally.
Actually, I haven't properly met him either.
Yeah, but I haven't met him intentionally because of the main reason that he inspired me as well. I look up to him. I think if I was to meet him, no, I don't.
I feel you.
Like I've put him somewhere and I don't want to remove him there. And firstly, I wouldn't know what to ask him. I'll just talk nonsense. Yeah.
I completely understand. I've also put him on a bit of an impossible pedestal. That
it's hard not to put him there, isn't it?
And so it's like it's like you forget that these people are humans.
Just
and
like
they've
you.
Got their flaws as well, you know. And so I understand. It would be extremely disappointing to meet him and then he's like a
completely different person. Oh yeah.
But no, you know, my mom met him at the airport. She was dropping me off. Actually, I saw him.
Yeah.
He was literally right there.
Why is this back home or
what? Yeah, back home. Okay. Back home. I could have gone up to him and met him, but he was on the phone, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna respect that he's on the phone.
Yeah.
But as he was walking around, I don't know where I went.
Yeah.
My mom saw him. My mom knows how much I like him. So she was like, Black Coffee.
I was just like, my daughter likes you.
My daughter likes you.
And you just out there like, yo, mama's getting embarrassed. And you're like...
And she took a picture. But like she said, he's like very respectful, very humble. As we all kind of know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. That's incredible, man. And then there's a time where dudes taught you how to DJ. You got into this thing. And for some reason, LEBO thought, you know what? I'm going to go buy my own equipment. She goes into the store and she buys the whole lot. What was going through your mind at that time when you go to the store and think, I am just going to, you know?
You know, I'm so spontaneous. I literally thought of it, got up and went to buy the equipment.
Yeah.
I didn't think
that.
about it. I wasn't like, it wasn't like 2 weeks later or whatever. It was literally at that moment when I thought about it, put my jacket and my shoes on, I went to the shop and I got everything. The speakers, the cables, headphones.
The headphones,
everything.
The USBs.
Everything. I got everything. And then I started to do my research on how to, because when I learned how to DJ, I learned on CDs.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to like format my USBs.
Yeah.
All this.
We're lucky that we've got YouTube though.
Bruh.
I'm guessing that's where you ran to.
Yes, that's where I ran to. Because when I first started trying to DJ with a USB, I was completely confused. I was like, how do people make this work?
Wait, did you start with USB or did you start with the CDs?
I started with CDs.
Or with the CDs?
Yeah,
so the transition from that to,
So when I was doing it by myself, it was me transitioning to USB and I had no clue what to do.
Wow.
So YouTube.
Yeah, I still remember when I bought my first DAGs, the guy said, you need to format. He said, what did he say on thing? What's the thing? The record box. I had no clue what was a record box.
I didn't even know there was a record box. I was like, why now?
Yeah. I just nodded. I was like, yeah. Then when I got home, obviously went on YouTube and look at it. So you bought your equipment. You get home. You plug everything in. Do you still remember the first song you played or the first song that you tried to mix and it wasn't happening?
No, I don't remember.
Is it
I don't remember. The equipment I bought though, it was the the
controller?
the controller that you connect to your laptop.
Yeah.
And then you use Serato.
Yes.
So that one was easy enough.
Easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, I know what to do. Yeah. It's when I went to Pirate, because I was like, okay, if I'm going to DJ at clubs,
Yeah.
they're going to have a certain industry standard, and I need to be able to just take a USB.
Wow.
So that's when I had to learn, because I wasted like a whole 2-hour session at Pirate,
Yeah.
not knowing what to do. Like,
So,
I was like, this
but
is
that
not
session is
working.
needed, you know?
Bruh, it's needed.
Yeah.
It's needed.
Because to you, like you're saying right now, you're saying you wasted time, but you didn't actually. You need that
you're right. No,
kind of
it's
session.
needed. It's needed.
Because if you don't go through that process, it shows as you go into DJ. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then you end up doing some other things that we don't know.
Yeah. Nah, it's like DJing in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yo. That taught me a lot, because you come across all sorts of equipment in South Africa. Like, I remember the first time I came across 350s.
Yeah.
I hate 350s to this day.
You know
I
what?
hate
This
them.
is where I started. 350. Why do you hate them so
I
much?
hate 350s because they make my songs disappear on my USB.
Oh.
I was like, where are all my songs? Like, there was only a few songs to choose from.
Yeah.
This time, the place is full.
Yeah.
And I have to play. I just have to make do with what I have. And the show must go on.
But wait,
So-
disappear how? What do you mean?
Like, just, they weren't there. There was only a few songs there. Like, I don't understand.
It can't
what
be
it
the
did.
350. It
No,
can't be.
it's the 350.
No.
Oh, no, actually, it's the USB, because
It has to be the way you format. Yes.
I used different USBs and the songs were there.
Okay.
But like, this was after, like, I had already gone through this
The whole
nightmare,
process.
this nightmare.
Okay.
The next gig, I was like, I'm gonna have to go buy another USB and put my songs on there and see what that does.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
the
no.
songs were there. I was
I'll
like,
defend the 350s. I don't think it was the 350s
hate
because
the
that's
350s,
where I started. To be fair,
350.
it's under my sync button. Talking about 350s and industry standard, how do you feel about the sync button?
You know, this is the thing that I hear about all the time, but I've seen it, but I'm scared to press it. What does it do? I mean, I'm guessing it
Basically-
syncs because when on the Serato one,
Yeah.
you can sync. But I find that when I did it on the Serato thing and I synced the songs, it just messed up the mix.
Yeah.
So, but because when I learned to DJ, I learned to beat match.
Yeah.
So I need to beat match. So I need the beat to do what
To
it
do what it does.
needs to do. So I can't. So how, if you do the sync,
Yeah.
how is it? Does it actually sync the music? Does
Yes.
it make it be like?
The same with the other one. Yes, it does, but you need to be knowledgeable with it because if you rely on it, say you're playing a track that's 112 BPM and then the next track is 126. If you sync, it's going to make it, let's say this one is 112 and then the other one is 126. It's going to make it 112. It's going to sound weird, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, if you
Exactly,
don't know.
yeah, exactly.
So the only way I would say maybe if you were to sync a 126 and a 125, okay, fair enough. But then it takes away the fun of beat matching.
Exactly.
See what I mean? So yeah. So some people say you are cheating. Some people say it makes life easier. It also depends when did you learn to DJ and how did you learn how to DJ. People
Well,
who
I
started
think
learning
it's-
like
I think
today,
it's
a sync
cheating.
button is like a lifesaver for them.
It's cheating.
But then for me,
It's cheating.
it's not me. It's LEBO. She said you guys are cheating.
Nah. Sync
Yeah, so that's what
button.
that's what the sync button does. Basically, just syncs the song and makes. It's like on the computer when you're using Visual DJ. Because I started on Visual DJ.
Yeah,
so we have to
same.
yeah. So the button that you click there to make them be like on the same beat or beat matching. When you go on the CDJs, like 350 is good. That's where I started. The ones you're talking about. There's no sync button there. So I was like, where's that easy button? It wasn't there. So now then I had to learn how to beat match and
Yeah.
then jog the wheel and whatnot. So when you get to the 2000s, I think there is a sync there and the 3000s,
Yeah.
of which some people use it, some people don't use it. So I just wanted to know how you feel about it.
You know what happened? It traumatized me because I remember one time I pressed it by accident, and I don't remember if I had already introduced the other song or what I was doing, but it did something, and it kind of like kind of slowed down one of the songs,
Yes.
and it kind of messed up my mix.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm never like, but I had actually tapped it by accident.
Yeah.
I wasn't intending to press it, so I don't touch it.
Okay.
So because I thought, no, this doesn't work the way that people think it works. So I didn't actually think people.
You were like, I pressed the wrong one there. Yeah.
I was like, nah, this is not supposed to be on here.
Yeah.
Because I had seen it on the Serato situation.
Yes.
And like, but I didn't use it on that because the whole point was I wanted to practice some more by myself because they like Toots lives really far from me. Like it's like 40-minute drive or something.
So you were
30-minute
driving
drive.
40 minutes for the session and then coming back?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's
I was
passion.
like, let me just buy my own equipment so I can just practice whenever I feel like it. I can literally finish work whether I'm tired or not. I'm at home anyway, so I can just do it, So yeah.
So between mom and dad, where do you think you get that from? Did you get that from your dad? Did you get that from your mom when you're talking about
both.
singing?
Both.
Can they both sing?
Well, my mom can. She used to sing
Okay.
a lot when she was younger.
Okay.
And just there's a lot of creatives in my family
Okay.
in general. Like, for example, my big brother, he's like one of the best artists I've ever seen.
Is it?
He doesn't draw anymore, but when he does,
Yeah.
it's incredible. Like, it's incredible to watch, like, because
When he does
doesn't-
his thing, yeah.
Like, he doesn't, it's not slow, like, he's just like,
Quick.
and then all of a sudden it's this amazing picture, and I'm just like, what's happening in your brain for
You'd
that
be
to
surprised that when he
happen?
watches you DJ,
You know?
he probably feels the same.
Oh, he's a DJ as well.
Oh,
Like, he's like an old school DJ. Like,
What about vinyl?
no, not even vinyl. Like,
Okay.
hey, like in the
Oh, he played before vinyls? Or what?
no,
what you
no, no, no. Listen.
What was he using? Cassettes.
Speaking of, Toots used to DJ with cassettes.
I used to DJ with cassettes.
Like,
as well
I'm just
when
like,
was
I didn't
young.
even know that people DJ'd with cassettes. Like, what?
Yo, that's a nightmare. Trust me, you don't want to go there.
What are you doing?
You know, no, I can't have that conversation with you. Yeah, that's how you rewind it. You see, on the cassette, there's like two holes. I'm going to have to details for people who don't know what's a cassette. So there's two holes there, and to rewind it, you have to put like a
pen.
big pen.
Yeah, a pen and just rewind.
Yeah.
So you was like, to
Bro.
load your next song, you was busy.
But the
with
thing
that.
is, people don't know. So you need to understand. People don't know what you. It's like now, right? If you're using
Yeah.
a controller or you're using your phone to DJ, some people don't know and they don't care. It's none of their problem. Yeah. So when you're busy doing that, to some girls it looks cool. They're like, oh, look at it. So yeah, I used to do that a lot. Like when you go to weddings, I would see the guys doing it, and I was like, "What is he doing?" And I got to understand that, oh, what rewind, or he's fast forwarding and whatnot. Yeah.
Mara, then how do you beat match with a cassette?
Mole hwanyi wa mole. I wanna sing Batsidi. Yeah. But then some of them you would get away with not mixing. I fell up in a
Quick time, yeah.
But then people didn't know as well, so they can't really judge you on something they don't know.
Yeah. No, actually, you know what? Sometimes, like, DJing for people who don't know is a blessing. Because I remember I played last year at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Like,
Yes.
the South Africa, there was like a South Africa session.
Yeah.
And, it's full of like older people, like these politicians, these sports
Yeah.
people, these ministers.
They just love.
and,
They just want to hear music.
so,
They just
yeah.
want to have a good time.
And the nice thing about it, because I wasn't it's not like I could play them like I'm a piano or house.
Yeah.
I was playing them their songs, the Huma Sikelas, the
Yeah.
Miriam Makebas,
The
the
Brenda
the old
Fassie.
school, the old
yeah.
school stuff. So with them, because like the music, the BPMs are all over the place and there's no four to the floor. So I was just like, I don't know how to mix this.
Yeah.
So what I was doing was but they don't know.
I know.
They don't know. And you have to remember, like, such events
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
do. They
like,
do
they
actually.
pay,
Yeah, I
like,
like those events.
But they don't know, like they're
No.
not looking for beat matching or whatever. They just
The
wanna
thing is,
hear
when you're stressing
certain
yourself,
songs.
you're
Exactly.
scratching your head.
Yeah.
Like the next
Yeah.
song, Ujokali
Hey.
Wili, Brenda Fassie,
Heaven.
you Masekela. They're like,
Imagine,
Yeah.
So
So how
now
did you get on?
I was filtering it out, and then as I was filtering it out, I would put it on a half
Yeah.
echo,
Mhm.
so it comes out like, and then ding, 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 and the
And then
other
he-
one starts. It was working. Every mix, I was just doing that. And
Yeah.
it was literally working. I was like, this
Wow.
sounds fine. And then everybody was loving it. Everybody was like, we're loving the music, you know.
Yeah.
Like it was old school vibes. I was like, yes, I can do this.
That's good. You know what? When you're on the decks, you look like you're enjoying yourself. I must say,
Yeah, I
like
am,
the energy is just natural. It's there. You know what I mean? It's nice to watch as well. I've seen you a few times when you DJ. Where do you get that energy from? You know, because I
The
know you've
songs.
described yourself as an introvert who is
Sociable.
sociable in a way. Yes, I watched something
Wow,
like
you did
that.
do your research.
Yeah, you have to. So yeah, where do you get the energy from? Like,
The music gives me the energy. Like
Okay.
if I'm feeling the music,
mhm.
then yeah, the energy's there.
Okay.
Like definitely. If I'm not feeling the music,
Mm.
you'll be able to tell.
Okay.
But sometimes it's not necessarily just the music; it's the whole environment.
Yeah.
So it's the music, it's the whole environment, the energy that's just across the
Feeding off from the
room,
crowd as
feeding
well.
off from the crowd. Yeah.
Mm.
But you know, like yeah, it's generally the music. Like I get energy from the music. If I'm just feeling it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
like
I don't know if there's such a question as it happens with the comedians. Apparently, they bomb.
Mm.
When they're on stage
Mhm.
and you do your jokes
Mhm.
and people don't laugh or you're not funny that night, they call it gore o bomile on stage. Now, as a DJ, has that ever happened to you? Where you went to a gig, you're playing, and people are not feeling you, and you're just like, wow, it's bad today.
I don't know.
If it ever
It's
happens,
been
yeah.
like I've played a lot of events where the crowd is not necessarily the crowd for the music I'm playing. But I wouldn't necessarily describe it as bombing just because there are those few dotted around who are feeling it.
Okay.
And even those who are not feeling it, they're doing a little bit of moving. You know what I mean? So, but then what they really want is, you know, like, yeah.
I can't believe you went there. It's contagious, you know. Every time somebody goes like that, you
You
just
have to join, like, you can't help
yeah,
it.
it's like. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm chilling out with artist LEBO, the craziest. Anyway, on that note, let me play a game with you. Let me play a game with you. Unorganized people. Actually, yeah, no, you've watched the podcast. I'm gonna ask you. This is a riddle. What comes once a year, twice a week, but never in a day? What comes once a year, twice a week, but never in a day? It's a riddle. It's very simple. Actually, it's not. It's not simple. It's tricky.
The thing about riddles is when you hear the answer, you're like, ah.
I know, right?
You know?
I always get
But,
that.
yeah.
I always get that. Duh.
Yeah, but when you're hearing it, you're like doing wrestling in your brain, trying
Yeah.
to figure it out. But
So
it
I'm gonna
actually
say. I'm
needs
gonna
you
say
to
it
be
again. So
simple.
what comes once a year, twice in a week, but never in a day? It's an alphabet.
Yeah, I'm close. I'm close. Wait, hold on.
Yeah. So it comes once in a year.
Hold on.
I like the concentration.
E.
Yes. Give it up for artist LEBO. Po, 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 po. That's good. That's good. I like that. And then I'm gonna play the game called Would You Rather. Where's my questions now? Wait till this organized people. Okay. Would you rather be able to converse with animals or speak every language?
Speak every language
Everyone likes speaking every language. Why?
because I really enjoy languages. Like
What-
I'm constantly trying to learn other languages. But I've found that I'm quite good with languages. So
Is
when I go to certain countries,
Yeah.
by the time I leave, I've picked up like a reasonable amount of basic communication.
I do that a lot as well, you know.
No, I love languages.
Which language is your favorite in Europe?
In Europe,
Yeah.
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
What have you learned? Have you learned ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah.
Hola,
Yeah.
señorita.
Una hamburguesa, por favor.
Ah, por favor. What about in South Africa? How many languages do you speak in SA?
I speak Sesotho, isiZulu. I used to speak isiXhosa fluently.
You used to.
But yeah,
So is
but
it like diluted
now it's like diluted. Like the reason I spoke isiXhosa is because my best friends in boarding school were Xhosa, and they were from like Transkei.
Okay.
And they were so Xhosa that they didn't understand Zulu. So I
Wow.
couldn't communicate with them, even though they spoke Xhosa and I spoke Zulu.
Yeah.
So I literally had to learn Xhosa
Yeah.
to be able to communicate with them.
Wow. So I'm confused. Are you Zulu? Are you Xhosa? Are you Sotho? Are you Tswana? What are you? Because you seem to kill all of them.
I'm a melting pot. I'm a melting
So
pot.
okay, my old lady, Mama, how Kim okay? What is she?
Mshangan.
Kim Shangan. Oh yeah, tiba ko bula Shangan. Nothing. Zui?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. She didn't teach me. She didn't teach me.
He didn't teach you.
Yeah, even her actually, she had to teach herself. Her dad didn't teach them.
Okay.
They had to teach them.
And your dad, was he Zulu, Pedi, Tswana?
Sotho.
Sotho. So that makes you Sotho. Okay, cool. But you grew up speaking which one? Zulu mostly.
Yeah. Zulu.
Okay. So Zulu, Xhosa, Sotho, Tswana, and then you're lacking on Tsonga. I'm gonna teach you.
Yeah, I'm lacking on Zong. I would love to learn.
Don't worry, I'll teach you. I know 4%.
4%.
It's enough to say hi. Don't worry. That's all you need, though.
No, 4%.
You just
No, I want to be able to.
nah. It's better than nothing.
Ah.
It's enough to just say hi. That's all you need to know. Minjani, mifugile. That's it. Done. You move on.
You know what though?
Yeah.
In terms of understanding, so I can understand Betty now
Okay.
because of Skim Sam, because I watch Skim Sam.
Oh.
And when I first started watching Skim Sam,
yeah.
I didn't understand Betty. I used to have to read the subtitles. Now I
Okay.
don't need
But
to
now,
read the subtitles.
wakushisha.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I've realized actually if I want to learn a language, I just need to watch a program in that language.
I think
it clicks. Like it clicks better.
some of us. That's how we learn English by watching the movies about Bruce Lee and whatnot. That's when we got to understand. It became much easier. Yeah. Artist level, the DJ. Artist level, the artist level. I want to know. So from now on, where do you see yourself out? I don't know. In 5 years' time, do we see you DJing? I know you are inspired by properties and things like that. Are you gonna go into that? Are you gonna leave music, or are you gonna carry it with you?
Music will always be with me.
Okay.
Like whether it's whether I do it on a scale where everybody can see or not, I'm always doing it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm always gonna be doing it.
Do you see yourself opening your own, I don't know, production company? Do you see yourself a record label?
Yeah, you know what? I would like to venture into maybe having my own label. My primary, like the primary thing that I would like to do is like to help girls in South Africa who want to go into music, because I know that females get abused a lot in the industry. So I think young girls who are like trying to be stars and like get promised the world by men who want to take advantage of them, I would love to be able to help them.
That leads me to my next question. What are the challenges of being a female DJ?
Oh, people thinking they can just touch the decks when you're playing.
Okay.
It's like, what are you doing?
People, we're talking
Like,
males,
yeah,
mostly.
males mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
They just like, whatever. Or bouncers not believing that you're a DJ. When
Okay.
you get to the door, they're like, you're a DJ, really?
Wow. So you still get people that think,
Yeah, like it's crazy. I'm just like, I thought, like what?
what other challenges do you come across?
Going to venues, as a female, it always feels easier when you go to a venue and you're with your partner. Because you don't know, like sometimes the promoter is there, he's trying to flirt with you. It's just people making you
So
feel
the
uncomfortable.
intentions are not really correct. Yeah.
Exactly. Like just people making you feel uncomfortable, like in situations. And sometimes even if you go there with your partner, that they'll still make you feel uncomfortable, But they do it in a way where if you were to report it,
It wouldn't look like.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're being oversensitive.
So it's a bit subliminal in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you deal with those kind of issues? Like, for instance, you DJing, you're playing, and here comes some guy wants to touch buttons and whatnot. How do you deal with those kind of situations?
Normally, it's just like, I don't know. It depends how you're feeling that day. But I've had both instances where I'm like, can you not? And instances where I'm just like, it just depends. Sometimes there's a way that people can make you feel intimidated. So you just kind of leave it You let it be.
So when someone comes on the decks, are they doing that to try and help you, or are they doing that to try and I don't know, make you feel less of a DJ, or
Well, there's a difference. When somebody is doing something to try and help you, you can see it. Like I've had instances where people have come and just touched the decks, but I could tell that, oh,
you had forgotten?
I had forgotten to do this, so he
Yeah.
was just.
If there's
fixing
two
that. So,
songs playing and
you
you
know what I
didn't
mean?
fade the other one down and he
No,
pulls it
no,
down
no,
for you.
I don't do
I'm just,
that.
I'm just.
Oh God. Oh my God, no.
Hey, you take your craft serious, yo. Like you didn't even let me finish the sentence.
No.
Okay.
No, but like, there's things sometimes that you can forget. Like, I remember one time I forgot, I put the echo on. I forgot to take it off, because I thought I had pressed the button, but I hadn't.
Yeah.
The button was still
So as you're
flashing.
playing the song is
It's
still
still
echoing.
So he's like, quickly, and I'm like, oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, like, so it's fine. Like there's a difference in somebody who comes to help you, and that's like much appreciated. And then somebody who's just vibing, so they just like, they want to do their own thing. They want it to sound the way they want it to sound. Let's say they want to hear an echo on that particular part of the song,
And they come
just
and
come
echo
and
that.
they just do it, and it's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like,
Don't do
just,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how do we stop that? How do we deal with issues like that? Do you think, how do we send the message out there to say, guys, please stop doing that?
I think we just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe sometimes people think, oh, we're vibing, it's all good, you're enjoying yourself, I'm enjoying myself, let's all enjoy ourselves. So they don't think that it will be something that will offend you. So I guess talking about it, then people will be like, oh, snap, I didn't know that what I was doing was being taken in this way, because maybe people are not being malicious, or maybe they are, I don't know.
Guys, you heard it. If a DJ is playing, please stop interrupting them. Stop putting echoes where you want the echo to be. Stop fiddling with the mixer when the other DJs are DJ, especially the females. Please, we asking out there.
Yes. Because, like, do you know how many times, like, I listen to mixes and it's a particular song that I like, and when I play it, I put echoes maybe in certain sections.
Yeah.
And I hear it and I'm like, oh, please do the echo, please do the echo. But I will never walk up to the deck and do the echo myself. Like, just because I want to hear it on that part, because I'm used to doing it there when I'm playing the song. Like, it's just, like, it's uncouth.
I agree with you, but I think it's getting better now to a point where I think as female, because it was a male-dominated industry. I will agree myself as well that I know when I started, it was a male-dominated industry.
Definitely, yeah.
But I'm aware, I think maybe it's because of having friends that are DJs or being around female DJs where you can see that, hey, wait a minute, that person is killing it. You know what I mean? You can see that this is, because there are some DJs who maybe might use, I don't know, whether it be body or whatever to get into that space. But there's some people who get into that space because they work really hard. Like you saying, you bought your own equipment. That's passion right there. So if you are somebody who just booked because your cousin knows the owner of whatever, that's different.
Yeah.
But if you start from scratch and you build your way up to there, I'm sure you deserve the respect the same way as male DJs. And I believe that it doesn't matter if you are male, female, non-binary, whatever it may be, if you've got the skill, I think you should be given a chance to be able to express yourself.
Definitely.
How does your mom feel about your DJing and your singing? Firstly, let's start about the singing. She loves it.
She loves it, yeah. She's like, she was literally telling me about 2 weeks ago. She was like, oh, you have no idea how proud I am.
Yeah.
Like, every single time I meet someone, I tell them, my daughter's a DJ.
Yeah.
Like, she loves it. She loves it. And my parents are very supportive. Like, they've always come to, like if I've got award shows or whatever, they're there. Like, they are there. At school, talent shows, they were there. Like,
you are very lucky.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
You're very lucky. Do you know what? I can vouch for that because I remember I was at the festival, Mzansi Festival. Your mom was there.
Yeah.
I saw her. I was like, wow, that is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you see your parent, I remember when I play football and I do a lot of sports. Every time when my dad was there or my mom was there, it's a different feeling.
It's a different
do you know
feeling.
What I mean?
Completely. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
But does your mom does she try to DJ a little bit? Does she like, can you teach me how to?
No, she doesn't. But actually, when I was in Birmingham, she came with me as well to the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham for when I was doing the event there. And I remember she was playing on the decks, and she was like, "Take pictures of me so it looks like I'm DJing."
I'm DJing, yeah.
Yeah, but to actually do it, she's not done it. She actually said to me one time, "I think you guys are pretending that you're doing something on these
But you're not
decks,
doing
but you're not doing
anything.
anything.
Because once
She's
you
like-
play the
She's
song,
like, why are you always busy with buttons? What do these buttons do? Like, and how do you know that these buttons are going to do that?
Yeah.
And things like that.
I
So,
suppose it's art. Growing up, I was fascinated by DJs. If I go to a party, the only place you'll find me is in front of
By
the
the-
DJ.
yeah.
But I was always wondering, what is he doing? Why is he turning that off? Why is he? There's nothing happening. What is he doing? Yeah. But I think part of it is part of entertainment as well. Because imagine if you were DJing and you would press and you just
and
sit
then
there
you just like
and then you press the next song.
even you feel awkward.
Yeah.
Like, you start doing effects you don't need to do just because you want to do
You
something.
want to do something.
Like,
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Going back to the game, would you rather experience the beginning of the world or the end of the world?
The beginning. Oh my God.
This question, I'm going to cancel it. Everyone always goes to the beginning.
Who would want to experience it? Do you understand that when the images of both those things in one's head, when you say the beginning of the world,
Yeah.
you're seeing clouds and grass and flowers and, like spring.
But do you know that when you die, you don't experience the end of it?
What do you experience at the beginning?
No, I'm just saying, maybe you don't understand the question because the end is where there's all of us. Now we're experiencing the end of it. Everything is finishing and we're watching it. We're like,
Eish.
oh shit.
Hey.
And then it's going down and then, the trees are like sinking in. I don't know how the end of the world is going to
No,
be like.
but initially when you ask the question, when you say, the end of the world,
Yeah.
I was imagining fire everywhere, like
I think
trees burning, comets hitting
because
the
they
earth.
told us that's how the world is going to end.
Exactly. That's what I'm imagining. Like
But I
absolute
always-
chaos.
Is it? I always wonder, how is the world going to end? And do you think it's going to end?
Yes.
You reckon?
I think we're living in the end times. To be fair, I've been saying this for like the past 10 years or so or longer.
Yeah.
I've been saying I think we're living in the end times. Like I just feel like there's a lot happening that's just like it's questionable.
Nah, but our parents felt the same way. I think it's just a generational thing.
Maybe.
Where when you're growing up, because we look up to them, and then the way we dancing, they look at. Because I remember my mom saying, now, because I'm a bit older, I'm looking at the new dances, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
what is going
No,
on?
for me, it's not about the dances. It's just, I don't know. I
No,
don't
I'm
know how
referring to the
explain
dances,
it.
but the way
But
of
yeah,
living,
the
in a way.
No, that's not even what I mean.
No.
I mean even deeper than I don't want to really go into it. It's a bit.
Nah, do that. Feel
I
free.
don't know.
Talk to me.
I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it.
Mm.
What are the things that make me think we're living in the end times?
Are you
That's-
talking about the fact that people are flashing more on Instagram? Are you talking about the fact that I don't know? What do you mean? You the only one who can answer that because I'm trying to understand what you mean.
I don't know. My mind is blank, so I'm having difficulty articulating this.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm gonna sound like a nut.
Yeah.
But I feel like certain prophecies,
Yeah.
we're just watching them happen right in front of us.
Okay.
Like just the war of control between human beings, who
Yeah.
are children of the Creator,
Mhm.
and the powers that be that like to play God. I feel
Okay.
like there's a war between us.
So you think
No.
like there's a bit of moral and immoral, and the immoral people are winning, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I can understand where you're coming from. I understand where
Yeah.
you're going with it. Are you a church person? Do you go to church a
No,
lot?
I'm not a Christian.
Not at all.
No, not at all. I'm not a Christian at all. No.
All right, I'm gonna go into my game because I am not. I don't want to offend people. Let's have a look. Nah, would you rather? I need to start changing these questions. Would you rather live without elbows or your knees? I need to change this question because this question is something else. Would you rather live without your knees or your elbows?
Firstly, explain. If I don't have my knees, can I still walk? Can I still stand?
Yeah, basically.
No, because I just imagined.
So basically,
Morning.
if you don't have elbows, your hands are just straight. Hey, Let me put the mic there because I'm laughing too loud. And then if you don't have your knees, you just straight. you're like that. You know, like flat. So you walk like that.
Oh, you can't bend.
Yeah, no, you can't bend. So there's no bending. So would you rather live? So how DJ without your knees, you just like that. Guys, I'm gonna fire you for these questions. Honestly, I swear to God. So would you rather live without your knees or your elbow?
My elbows.
Fuck, why?
because I don't want to walk like. I don't want to walk like this.
Would you be able to DJ without your elbows?
Yeah, I'll make it happen. It'll be hard, but make it happen. I just feel like it's more manageable up here.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you don't have your knees, now I can't run.
No. Well, you can run, but you're gonna run funny.
And slow. I'm gonna run funny and slow. I don't want any of that. No. No.
All right, man. Anyway, move away from that question. It's all right. It's cool. Libza, thank you very much for coming to my show, man. I really appreciate it. I've been watching your journey. You're doing very well.
Thank you.
The other thing I wanted to ask you, why do you love traveling so much? Has it always been passion to travel?
I love traveling because I love seeing how other people live.
Okay.
And it grounds me as well, because I feel like, living in the West, we've adopted this idea that life is supposed to be lived a certain way.
Yeah.
And then you go to the rest of the world, including home, and you realize that everywhere else in the world, they don't live like this. They live like human beings.
Yeah.
Like they are, like we are just surviving. And it's a different energy.
What do you mean by
People
that?
are, like, for example, back home.
Yeah.
When you pass someone on the street, whether you know them or not, you greet.
Yeah.
Other countries in the world, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just here where we're just like,
Just pass people.
just passing, or the fake smile that they like to do here.
The one that lasts 5 seconds.
yeah, that
Hate
one.
that smile.
Yeah, hate that.
Yeah.
Hate that as well. But everywhere else in the world, like literally, like it's nobody looks at you funny when you greet a stranger here. They look at you funny, like, okay, you weirdo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like
Back home is different.
it's just that's just what you do. But I realized from going to other parts of the world, especially in those countries where it's more quiet as opposed to like the main cities, I've noticed that people live in a similar way.
Okay.
And like they have this like I feel like every culture has Ubuntu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think Ubuntu is quite important in society, to be fair, because a society without Ubuntu, get out of hand, man, because then you become, how can I say, people betray each other more in a way, which leads me to my next question. When it comes to the industry, DJing industry, music industry, why is it so much betrayal? Or do you think it can work without betrayal? Do you think it's just an industry that's designed for people to be bad people? Can you do good business?
I think we should be able to do business.
Is it
good,
possible?
Good business. Yeah, I think it should be possible. But I think, unfortunately, people, like, there's just a lot of people whose vibes and their energies are just bad. And for whatever reason, they think that there isn't enough space for everyone. So they have a every man for himself mentality.
Yeah.
Whereas when we work together and we collaborate, we can do so much more. We can get so much more done. And that's why I'm so grateful for like the team that I have in Manchester. Like we do like piano in the city and we do calm sessions, and we're literally a team. Like we are a group of producers, vocalists, DJs, and we're just creatives in general. And we really help each other out. Like even the event that I'm doing today is one of our friends. He's just released an album, so he's been on tour. With the label that's doing the event.
Okay.
And like it's he always makes sure that he brings part of his team on where he can.
Okay.
On his journey. Even though he's on his own journey as an artist, like we're all on our own journeys as artists.
Yeah.
but where we can, we bring our team with us. We're just like, listen, I've got this situation. I need 4 DJs. Can some of you guys come through? And
then they come through.
They come through.
Yeah.
And it's an opportunity for them. They get to meet people that who you never know where they may take them. You know, like I mean, they say your network is your net worth, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's just I find that it just alleviates a lot of feeling alone, because you can feel really alone in this industry.
Yeah.
But when you have people who you know, like genuine
people
have your back,
it makes it more fun.
It makes it you can concentrate on the fun. You know, like as creatives, we like the more fun, more creative side of things. I mean, that's why we're also bad at the business side of
things. Yes,
of things. You know,
because that's the lonely part of it as well.
Yeah. Because we really we enjoy just the happiness part of it.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's profound. Let's talk about your music. Artist label. There's few songs that I've listened to. You know I'm a fan. It's not a secret. It's obvious. I love your music. I always listen to your music. Now, how many? I don't know. I can't even say how many songs have you got. What are you working on now? What's going on with Artist Label? What's your latest song that you're working on? What's your latest EP?
So as well as a few singles, I am working on my debut EP.
Okay.
Like I've been doing music for like 12 years or so, and I've never done an EP or an album, or like I've only
a body of work.
I've only literally done singles, and I've literally always been the featured artist.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I'm tired of. I just started to feel like I'm being taken advantage of, and I want to just do my own thing.
When you say taken advantage of, what do you mean? In which way?
Because you know, when I write these songs, I put my heart and soul into it, and whatever I'm writing there is something that's actually very personal to me. So to see it being taken by just another producer, and he's just doing whatever he's doing with it, he's doing his own thing with it, and I feel like, hello, remember, I'm the vocalist on that track, remember, you know, and it's just like, I feel like I'm just being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I'm why put my heart and soul into other people's music? Let me do it for my own.
Oh, so when you featured on somebody's like
work, it's like sometimes like after you guys finish and the collaboration is done, they just kind of put you to the side and they go ahead by themselves, you know. So I just thought, nah, I need to let me put my heart and soul into my own thing.
Yeah.
And put it out there, because I'll be more inclined to promote it and you know, things like that.
What's the EP going to be called? Are you able to talk about it now? How many songs are going to be in the EP?
In terms of songs, I don't know how many.
Okay.
I'm aiming for maybe 5.
Have you come up with a name yet?
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains.
Yeah, Growing Pains.
What inspired Growing Pains?
I've been thinking of the whole concept of growing pains since I was like in my 20s, in my like early 20s. And just because, particularly like you know, after uni, when the real world comes crashing down on you, and your optimism,
a reality,
you know, your optimism starts getting chipped away at bit by bit. You know, because you thought, oh, I'm gonna go to uni. Then when I finish uni, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be rich.
That's the ego. You don't know. I get.
I thought for my 30th birthday, I'm gonna buy myself a Bentley. Yeah.
Hey.
And then
Bentley will buy you.
Then life was like, sorry, what?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So
yeah,
just all those ups and downs, those emotions. You know, you go through these emotions where you're like, oh my God, what if I'm a complete failure and I will never achieve anything in my life, and just things like that. So and then also I started to think about, like, as I'm getting older, this concept has grown and grown and grown in my head, and now it kind of encompasses not just like the realities of real life kicking in, but also the like, what can I say, the traumas that I've gone through like in my life, looking at my childhood, looking at things that I've gone through in my childhood, looking at how they've affected me now as I'm older. Like I always say, the whole point of this EP is because I'm in an era in my life where I'm clearing my throat chakra. Because I feel like I let a lot of things slide because I feel like I don't have a voice to stand up for myself.
Yeah.
So
So you're gonna speak through
that's it. I'm speaking
your
through
your
the
music.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. Is your partner gonna be involved in writing songs that are gonna be in the EP?
He's involved in production. Like the first single on the EP.
Yeah.
It's called "Wear Each Other Out." I think.
Yeah.
I haven't decided on the name yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be called "Wear Each Other Out." He produced that song.
Okay.
So yeah, did he write it? No, I wrote
No.
that song. No, I
Okay.
wrote the song.
She's taking the credit.
No,
She's taking the
did,
credit. No, that's okay. Lebza, we ran out of time. I'm gonna ask
Aw.
you. I always ask my guests before they go, if there's anybody who's played a major role in your life, whether it be somebody who's dead, somebody who's alive, somebody that you know, who has played a major role in your life, and you want to thank them or you want to give them flowers, who would that person be?
Oh, this is a bit, because a lot of people have played whatever role, isn't it?
There gotta
I
be
mean-
one person. You have to choose one. If there's one person that you would like to give flowers to, the
Yeah,
other
in
ones
that-
will understand.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
other ones will understand.
It's more like
No,
an
it's-
award. If you were to give DJ of the year, you can't give all of us.
Yeah,
you have to give one person.
true. Yeah. No, it would be my mom
Okay.
because looking at the things that she's gone through,
Mhm.
her own traumas that she's gone through,
Yeah.
and how she's still able to like be okay and be a strong person and be a good mother.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know how you do it, because like now I'm where I am.
Yeah.
Life has its ups and its downs, and sometimes when the downs are really hitting me, I'm like, oh my God, can I carry on with this? Like how am I gonna get to the age of 60 when it's already so tough now? Like, how do people go on for so long? You know, I sometimes think that. And
Yeah.
to think about some of the traumas that she's gone through and that we've gone through together, me and her, I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. And
Yeah.
you're still so positive and still radiate such great energy. It's it would definitely be my
Be your
mom,
mom, ne?
because because of her,
Yeah.
I am a very strong person. Like, I'm very resilient, and it's literally because of my mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Shout out to mom, man.
Yeah,
And is there
definitely.
anything that you want to cough out of your chest before you go? Anything you want to say to the world? Anything you want to tell anybody out there? Anything that you want to voice out?
Well, I guess I would say, please be on the lookout for my EP, Growing Pains.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some really soulful, like, and by soulful I don't mean the way it sounds, I mean the way that I hope that it touches your soul. You know, it's Afro house, Afro tech, and it's me telling a part of my story. So I really hope that you guys will check
Receive
it
it.
out when it comes out and receive it. Exactly. Yeah. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
Why do you love Afro so much? But I love Afro music, by the way. I just want to know, like,
Why do I-
what is it that resonate with you?
You know,
Everybody's running to Amapiano. Of course, you play Amapiano. I play Amapiano. Some people play Amapiano. There's pop music. There's gom. There's whatever. But for some reason, you gravitate towards like Afro.
you know, like I said, my taste in music is very eclectic. So I like all music,
Yeah.
literally from country music to classic
Pop,
music,
classic,
to
yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
I love music in general.
yeah,
But there's something about Afro that I don't know how to explain it. But before I got into it, I used to hear people saying house music is a feeling. I now know that feeling.
I know that
And
feeling
the,
as
the,
well.
the thing about that feeling is once you get it,
Then you will understand.
you can never go back. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't let you go. It's got its claws in my soul, and so that's why I love Afro as much as I do.
Well done, Skimsam. Thank you very much for coming through, man.
Thank you
You've
for
done your
having me.
thing.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, I'm going to ask you, please subscribe, click the buttons down there. Tell your friend to tell the other friend and the other friend. And if they can talk to animals, please let them know. We're finding the signal out here. It's your boy MDK. Boom, I'm out of here. Lebza, thank you, man.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. But
lived on a planet called Planet Music. And on this planet there were many nations, and each nation had a king, a president. And these leaders had absolute power over their people. Through rhythm they controlled the minds of many. Through soul they controlled the force of the universe. One such nation was the nation of R&B, and its king wore diamonds and gold and drove around in big beautiful cars, and he owned restaurants and clothing lines, and he built a castle on the island of Long, and it too was paved with diamonds and gold and rubies. But he led his people astray. He was not a good leader. He was not a good president. If house is a nation, I want to be president. If house is a nation, I want to be president. If house is a nation, I want to be president, president, president. He said, if you vote for me, I promise to deliver you even more bass, even more soul, longer hours on the dance floor, DJs who believe as we believe. If you vote for me, I will take you to the mountaintop, and there the whole world will see the glorious light of this nation. That is house. You see, people, house is more than a nation. House is a feeling. House is a sanctuary. House is a release. House will pick you up when you